Hey you guys, today is, God, I'm so bad with dates. Today is Thursday, October 18th. My house is freezing, so that's why I'm wearing my hoodie. Okay, so this is just like a really quick update. A bit more of a happy update than the last few have been. I'm not necessarily doing much better in some ways, but better in others. So let's see. What was I going to tell you guys? Oh yeah, so this week has been pretty good. I had my Spanish midterm yesterday. It's only Thursday for another 4 minutes, so, but it's still Thursday, so. I had my Spanish midterm yesterday, or at least the first one, and it went really well, I think. I studied for it pretty hard, so I don't think I got everything right, but I think I did pretty well. I was like one of the first ones done, and I felt pretty confident about the answers I put, so that was good. I have 2 more midterms coming up, one in the form of like a 12-page paper, which is really not that bad. I've written longer papers. It gets you very skilled in the fine art of BS. So I could practically write a book on the subject. Haha, that was funny. And then the other one is in criminal justice, and it's next Wednesday. I'm a little nervous about that one just because the reading is kind of dense, and but there's a study guide, so. Also, it's like short essay answers, so it's easy to BS in those too. But I was a little frustrated because the syllabus clearly states that the first exam was supposed to be on this past Monday that we just had, and it wasn't. And like, I guess what happened was that I ended up in the wrong like section of that class, or no, I didn't. I ended up registered for the wrong section of that class. So like in between the time that I got it, or between the time that I noticed what was wrong and got it sorted out, the teacher had posted, or not posted, sorry, had sent out like a revised syllabus to everybody that was in that class list, which I wasn't yet because I hadn't fixed the problem. So I didn't have the revised list, so everybody but me knew the exam wasn't on Monday. But that's okay, I don't really care. So that's that. Zumba this week has been very good. Monday I had a giant class that I taught. So that was fun. Tuesday I taught a small class, but that's okay, I like small classes too. And then Wednesday I didn't teach, but I went to my friend's class, so that was really nice. I almost never get to see her except like once a week on Wednesdays if I make that like long drive out to the other side of town. So I saw her, that was nice, it was fun. And then tonight I taught my class that's on the other side of town. And there's about 15 people in that class, and it's really nice. They're all really nice people, and sorry, Corky's walking around. What is he doing? Can you hear that? It's doors opening and shutting upstairs. I'm really confused. Anyway, so that's Zumba so far. And then tomorrow I have a class that I teach at 11 in the morning. And then tomorrow night my friend is doing a fundraiser Zumba Halloween party for the Northwest, oh gosh, I'm gonna get this wrong maybe, the Northwest Down Syndrome Association, like in honor of her daughter. So a bunch of people from that gym where I teach, it's actually like one gym with 2 locations, So a bunch of the teachers that teach at that location and at my location are getting together and like teaching songs. So I get to teach one. I should show you guys my costume, or part of it. I may go get it in a second. You're going to be laughing. But anyway, so that's tomorrow. And then Saturday, I think there's a Zumba-thon to raise money for breast cancer, which I may or may not go to, depending on what else I have to do that day. And then Sunday, my other friend teaches, so it's quite a Zumba-filled week for me, but that's okay. I enjoy it. So that's that. Let's see. I can't remember what else I was going to say. Oh, yeah. So this is a funny little, like, anecdote from last night. Sorry, Wednesday night. It's Friday, 12:01. Okay, two related anecdotes that regard airplanes. So, as you know, I like airplanes. And as some of you may or may not know, that made no sense, sorry. As you may or may not know, I really am not a big fan of the old DC-10 just because of its history, and I know some aviation enthusiasts would give me grief for not liking the DC-10, but I don't. And every time I see it, I'm always like... And so anyway, I live in Portland, Oregon, and we don't have a very, very big airport. It's international, but I mean, that means it flies to like Canada and Mexico and stuff. It's not very big, so we don't get a lot of like giant airplanes. Mainly what flies out of here is Boeing 737s and Airbus A320s and like, you know, like Dash 8s. And for those of you that don't speak airplane, you'll have absolutely no idea what I just said. But anyway, so the other night, Wednesday night, I was driving home with my friend after going to our other friend's class, and my friend likes airplanes too, kind of funny, and so we drove past the airport on purpose to see what planes we could see, and we're driving, and all of a sudden we hear this like roar, and we're like, oh, a jet, but it was like behind the car, kind of in like a weird place we couldn't see, and I was driving, and we like looking around, where is it? And it sounded weird, it sounded like different than the usual airplanes that come in and out of Portland, so like deeper, just bigger. And like finally I looked over my shoulder, and like perfectly silhouetted against the twilight was a DC-10 coming in, like it was unmistakable, and I was like, ah, it's a DC-10! Ah! It was really funny. So I was horrified. But mostly they're just, I think, flown by FedEx now. I'm not sure there's a lot of passengers that fly on them, thank goodness. The other airplane-related anecdote that you might find amusing and say, yeah, only Kate, is my favorite number is 11. It has been since I was a kid. I remember I really didn't want to turn 12 because I liked 11. So my favorite time of day used to be 11:11 because, well, it's 11 and 2 of them, or many more if you go like 11:11, 11:11, 11:11, etc. And so ever since I was in like 4th grade, I used to make wishes on 11:11. And then come November of last year, everyone's like, oh, 11:11, blah. And I was like, oh, well, fine then. I don't want that to be my favorite time of day anymore because now it's everybody's favorite time of day. Like the same stuff I'd been saying ever since I was a kid. Oh, it's the only time that 4 numbers are all the same. So I was like, fine, well, I'll pick a different time of day. But I couldn't come up with one that I really liked. And the other morning, I happened to glance at my phone when I was walking up to school, and it was so apparent. Why did I never notice 747 before? Because that's my favorite airplane, 747. So now my favorite time of day is 747 and 8 seconds. I mean 8 milliseconds. And no, 8 seconds. Sorry. Because I like the 747-800 series the best. So yeah, 747.8. Maybe I'll run a mile in that time or something. So anyway, that's an update. Hope you guys had a great week and have a wonderful weekend. And I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.